All right, Jimmy, here we go for a #1 contender ship for the Imagine Live title. We have the Enigma Lucio Deveer, who's very eager to win his first title here at Imagine Wrestling, versus the Shape Jake Wily, somebody who's no stranger to gold here in this company.
Absolutely. Both men have seen their success at different points, but they want a pinnacle. They want a peak here tonight. What we have is the Happy Valley driver of Lucio Deveer versus that chloroform clutch of Jake Wily.
Quite an effective DDT as well. Jake Wily is kind of an offensive machine as of late. Enigma Lucio Deveer's got his hands full tonight. Jimmy, like I said, I do fancy myself a bit of a wrestling journalist. I know you were having a bit of a hard time getting a hold of your tag team partner, Chris Sands. How you feeling? You rebounded okay off that?
Time will tell. I would hope for better communication. I'm not going to put any credibility to the crap that Mason Lawrence speaks. But I tell you what has some credibility was a big shoulder tackle here from Jake Wily.
Yeah, and he's licking all over his dirty fingers. That's gross. A hip toss now by the Enigma Lucio Deveer. Jake Wily quick up, but the expressionless face is speaking volumes. The Shape Jake Wily not showing any pain.
Deep Jack Briscoe style arm drag there from Lucio Deveer. Jake Wily quick back to his feet here.
The Briscoes, they were Native Americans, Jimmy. Did you know that?
They absolutely were. Jake Wily with the different gear here. I like that legless singlet. Reminds me of Cyanide Sid Cooper from World of Sport. Really love that.
Oh, and he's pulling a little bit of that singlet all the way up the old Krakenstein.
Yeah.
There's a cover.
Big gourd buster with that new singlet halfway up his gourd there. Lucio Deveer, 2 count only.
Lucio Deveer is highly motivated, and as a guy who's getting a little long in the tooth and a little late in the game for gold, he may have an added bit of pressure and also an added bit of motivation to secure this victory here this evening. Oh!
While time may not be on his side, Lucio Deveer has determination and 20 years of experience to rely on.
Oh! STO! What did you think of that wrestling style roast, Jimmy? Some really cutting remarks being thrown about in there.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I like a good one-liner as good as you do, DC.
That's right.
I don't feel the need to cut down John the Ref this week because we got our last little bit of that with those 3.
That's right. It gave us our fill of just relentlessly attacking the self-esteem of someone. Now, the Shape Jake Wily is not going to be able to secure a #1 contendership for the Imagine Live title on the outside of the ring. He's going to have to get back in.
As I've always said about Jake Wily, one of the most strategic individuals here in Imagine Wrestling. Nothing's a mistake with this guy. There's no coincidence. As you see right there, chips the paint right off the face of Lucio Deveer.
Yeah, way back in the day when he was going by the nomenclature, the Player 1 Jake Wily, I used to say how cunning and cerebral he was. I mean, the guy always seemed to have a game plan laid out.
Absolutely cerebral there with that tomahawk elbow.
Look at this submission hold, Jimmy. You could tell me what this is. Oh,
are you kidding me?
In the back of the neck. That was a brutal shot.
That hold doesn't have a name. That was all function, no form. Just a huge rabbit-style elbow right to the back of that head, right after he laid that tomahawk elbow in right before it. Jake Wily, very calculated in his offense, as always.
Lucio Deveer firing back with some vitriol, but Jake Wily quick with the cutoff. Elbow right to the back of the head.
Elbow-based offense to the head, to the base of the skull and brainstem area of Lucio Deveer. Very, very violent and vile strategy.
Jake Wily's turned over a new dark leaf. Very almost borderline sadistic, satanic in ways.
Seeing the way he just glared at John right there, John Williams, our referee. Jake Wily has just a wild look in his eye, like he might not be all there.
He's professed time and time again that our champion here at Imagine Wrestling, all that Braden Elliott has broken a promise that he made to Jake Wily. We still don't even know what that promise is, Jimmy. He's keeping us in the dark.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about Jake Wily right now.
Look at the force with which he threw Lucio Deveer into that buckle with that Irish-style whip.
All force, Lucio Deveer, paint side down on the mat. Jake Wily right in his ear. Those head games continue, DC.
Another Irish whip. English nay-nay. He's wiping his face and nose after every offensive strike, staring into the face of Lucio Deveer, not going for a cover, actually tormenting, kind of playing with his food in there.
Yeah, a little bit. Eating with his hands, playing with his food. Jake Wily showing no manners here.
Ooh.
Big knife-edge chop, all impact.
I'll tell you what, he's taken to biting his opponent quite a bit, too.
Yeah, Jake Wily's got issues, man.
Oh!
You got to see his magazine collection.
And a back elbow by Lucio Deveer, now kicking Jake Wily right in the face. Lucio Deveer fighting back. Oh! And he gets mowed over by a big boot from Jake Wily, the champion. Not the champion, the former champion, excuse me.
Well-placed foot right there. Cracked the paint of Lucio Deveer. Lucio Deveer up, counting those teeth. Jake Wily back to breathing on him again.
Lucio Deveer was a real source of material in that roast, wasn't he?
Yeah, he really is. He's a source of material for me for the past 20 years that I've known him. Lucio Deveer, though, what no one can question is his toughness, his ability in that ring.
Lucio Deveer fancies himself a real friend and ally to the ladies and gentlemen of the imagination, but without them being present in the building, I think he does lose a certain edge. He's not able to call upon them to give him a little extra.
That is true. Lucio Deveer plays into that audience.
Oh, and that's a handful of hair. We can call that hair pulling Wednesdays and say, get well, Mike Zeke.
Yeah, Mike Zeke somewhere screaming his head off right now. Hair pull Wednesday. We got to cover here. Lateral press. No grapevine on that leg. Not a high stack there. Not the best cover. How's Jake Wily going to argue that one? Absolutely crazy here.
And unfortunately, Mike Zeke suffered a prolapse pyloric sphincter.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's in bad shape right now.
I hate for that to prolapse.
Oh! There, Lucio Deveer almost lost that match. And I'll tell you what, Jake Wily has been relentless and brutal in there. Look at that knee right to the jaw. Really trying to secure a pinfall cover there.
It's like a calorie bonfire in here. John the ref up and down, up and down. It's crazy. We can't celebrate Cato's birthday because he ate all the cake.
Yeah, and the fillets of fish and the apple pie, all that. Oh, and now Lucio Deveer catching the punch, firing one of his own. Jake Wily is reeling. Oh, and another shot. Jake Wily's down. Lucio Deveer throwing a clothesline. And another clothesline. Lucio Deveer, this could be the window of opportunity he was looking for. Swinging a miss by Jake Wily. Here comes Lucio Deveer with a sling blade.
A lot of fight still in Jake Wily, though. He's fighting back that whole time. Down and up, down and up. Jake Wily has got a ton of left in the tank still.
That's right. Jake Wily's got quite a bit of stamina. Oh, the Happy Valley Driver, Jimmy, that has got to be all she wrote.
Jake Wily doesn't look happy.
Oh, I managed to kick out.
I thought that was it right there.
I was not expecting a shaped Jake Wily kick out right there.
Whether you agree with him or not and his issues with Braden Elliott, Jake Wily showed a ton of resilience right there. That very move has put a ton of people away around this company.
Absolutely.
Lucio Deveer stalking his opponent here.
Jake back into the corner, finding a safe place there.
That is a safe spot. You can't lose the match in the corner unless it's by disqualification.
Oh! Lucio Deveer just eating another boot by Jake Wily.
Very heavy-hitting contest.
Oh! There is a Bray Wyatt style strike by the shape Jake Wily. He's going for a cover. That could be it, Jimmy, too. And, oh! He is able to kick out. And Lucio Deveer showing some real stamina in there, some real staying power.
The sharp elbow of Jake Wily comes back into play as he cuts through Lucio like a knife.
Now stalking his prey is Jake Wily. He had a rough week last week. Got spine busted by all that Braden Elliott by trying to sneak up on him in the dark. Lucio Deveer fighting back.
Looking for that DDT that you mentioned earlier.
He's going to go for that sit-down powerbomb, Jimmy. Oh, he nailed it.
He got all of it.
That's it. Oh, no.
Very. One of the most dangerous moves in wrestling, the sit-down powerbomb.
Absolutely.
There's guys that have never walked away from that. Only a 2 count from Jake Wily. Once again, showing that resiliency here.
He's calling for that Darkness Falls, Jimmy. If he hits that, you got to believe that Jake Wily has seen his last maneuver in the match. He's spitting all over himself in there.
It's disgusting.
He's going to throw him off the ropes. Oh, up for that Death Valley driver. Sorry, not Death Valley, Happy Valley driver, but Jake fighting it off. DDT! DDT!
Spiked him.
1, 2, and that's it, Jimmy.
Your winner, the Shape, Jake Wily.
Doing a little giggling in there. Jake Wily now savoring the victory.
Jake Wily might not be done yet here. He's leaving, thank God.
Mercifully, his attack on Lucio Deveer is over.